Hey good people, welcome back to Beauty in the Frizz. My name is Kara. If you're new, thank you so much for stopping by and clicking on the video. You picked a great day because it is Sunday and you know what that means. Mimosas and makeup. Hold on. Okay, I don't have a mimosa today. I actually have Prosecco and makeup, but you know, I'm trying not to drink any juice. So that's that. If you're not new, you already know. Go ahead and press pause if you need to. Grab something to drink, be it a mimosa, tea, smoothie, whatever it is, and come on back and we're gonna do some makeup talk today. Today's video is all about FOMO, fear of missing out, and the makeup that gives me FOMO. So if you wanna see the makeup items that I really still think about, keep on watching this video. Don't forget to leave me some comments and definitely consider subscribing and joining my community because I'd love to have you back. All right, let's get started. Okay, so I believe this video originated on Smokey Glow's YouTube channel. I will link her channel in the description box. But the first time I've heard of this is when my friend Yadi and KBella did a little collab about makeup that gives them FOMO. Basically, I'm gonna be talking about the makeup that I am still thinking about and may even consider getting, even though, you know, it's not brand new. I mean, I don't care about makeup being brand new in the first place, but the point is I'm still thinking about it. You may hear Camden walking around. Okay, now the first part of this is gonna be a bit of a rant. So let me just go ahead and get started. Now, once upon a time, there was a brand named Melt, and Melt came out with a collection called Amore Eternal. Yes. Now, this collection consisted of two palettes. One was called Vita. Vita was very vibrant, very lively, as the name entails. Lots of different colors. Now, I've seen palettes like that before, but it was still beautiful. The second palette, however, was called Muerte. Now, this palette consisted of deep, dark shades, mattes and shimmers, but also had like red and bright teal, and it was just gorgeous. I mean, I have not seen a palette like that before, and I don't think I've seen a palette like that since. Now, here's the thing. When this collection came out, I was not buying makeup, at least not like that. I had never heard of McGrath Cosmetics. So, you know, it wasn't something that I tried to get and it was sold out or anything like that. No, that's not what happened. But when I really started getting into makeup, I saw this palette and was like, oh no, I want that, I need that. It says sold out on Melt's website. Sephora, same thing. Went to Mercari, Poshmark, prices were astronomical. Well, over the summer, I found this website called Loop Belt. Now, Loop Belt had a bunch of stuff, but one thing they had was that Muerte palette. I believe it was $58, which is what the palette was selling for, and I was like, oh, that's mine. Well, I kind of forgot that I ordered it, and some time passed, and I was like, let me look up this website. Couldn't find it. So then I started finding some little discussions about how this was a scam website and how someone thought they were getting a Muerte palette and they ended up getting masks. And I was like, damn, I didn't even have any masks come here, but I would be pissed if I did. Well, lo and behold, that Friday, some masks showed up at my door. And it just made me so mad. It just made me so mad. Like, come on, Melt, you know people want this palette. So last week I DM'd Melt like, hey, any chance you're bringing back Muerte? They pretty much were like, no. For that reason, I feel like I'm definitely getting the Beetlejuice collection because I don't want to have FOMO. Not for that, because I cannot get the Muerte palette. I am on a quest to dupe it. So far, this is what I have. Don't pay attention to the shades in the bottom, but so far this is what I have. I think this is gonna be pretty awesome. I just haven't really tried these out and compared them with the swatches, but that's what I'm working on. If I'm able to do it successfully, I will do a video on my own Melt Muerte palette because apparently it's not coming back in stock and I can't pay anything astronomical for that, sorry. That is my rant about Melt. Moving back just a taste. Okay. That hurts my heart though. It just still hurts my heart. I know I'm not alone. All right, so the next thing I have FOMO about is 2 of the Dior Quints. The first one is Denim and the second one is Rouge Trafalgar. I do have other Dior Quints. Surprisingly, my favorite one is Black Bow. I have 2 Quints that I haven't even had the motivation to do a look with, so I'm not sure what's gonna end up happening to those. But I think the ones that I really should have gotten, I just didn't get, and I'm not sure why. So Denim is the blue Quint, Rouge Trafalgar is the red Quint. I know why I didn't get that one. I didn't get that one because I have a Chanel quad that is red, and I also have an Yves Saint Laurent palette, which I think is right here? Wait a minute. I also do have this Yves Saint Laurent Quint that, or it's not a Quint, but I just think it's really similar to Rouge Trafalgar. So I just can't bring myself to purchase it because I just feel like it is very similar. So I just can't. I know it's not exactly the same though. I do know that, but I feel like it's just too close for me to make that purchase. Now, I did see it on sale for $57. And of course, they don't have Rouge Trafalgar at Sephora, but they do have Denim. So every time I get on Sephora, I'm just like, but I just don't think I can do it. I also purchased this from Yves Saint Laurent, which is not the same as Denim. It's just not. But I just feel like, do I need another blue Quint? I think the answer just has to be no. So every time I see it in my loves on Sephora, I'm just like, no, baby, I cannot buy you, but I do have FOMO about it. Every time I see it, I'm like, damn, those are the ones I should have gotten. So yeah, don't really need those 2 Quints. I mean, if they went down to like $40, I might. Okay, moving on. This next palette, I don't know. I had it in my, no. Matter of fact, this next palette, I did a video on why I wasn't getting this palette to convince myself I didn't need the palette. I did a whole video. I'll link it. This is the Glam palette by Natasha Denona. And then all of my friends got it. All of my YouTube friends got it. Besides everybody that's on YouTube that had it. Some of my friends that said they weren't getting it, caved and got it. I'm like, no. I cannot get this palette. Why can't I get this palette? Because I have this baby right here, which people cannot find. It is a great palette. I've even watched other reviews about the palette to convince myself that I really don't need the palette. The latest one that I watched, and these are old reviews, was by Kelsey Brianna Jane. She was saying that if you have sultry, that these colors are a bit more vibrant than Glam. Look at this. This is gorgeous. Like, I have no reason to buy the Glam palette, none, except for the fact that it's on sale at the Sephora sale. But there is really no need for me to buy that Glam palette. I do also have the Black Bow Dior Quint, which is obviously not the same, but it is this cool toned look. I don't think I hear any bad things about the Glam palette at all. I do know that the formulas are different, but there's just really no need for me to buy the Glam palette, y'all. Don't let me put it in my cart. Don't let me put it in my cart. I mean, I think that if I didn't have this palette, matter of fact, when I first saw that palette, I was like, I don't even see what the hype is. But as I saw the looks that people were doing, I'm like, oh no, this is really cute. And just don't pay attention to the little labels and how she labeled the shades. Don't need Glam. All right, moving on. I got a whole list because while Yadi and KBellaBeauty did their videos, I was writing a list. Hold on, I gotta get something for this next one. Okay, so next we have the Natasha Denona Love Cheek Palette. Now, I bought the Natasha Denona Love Palette at the Sephora sale last year, I believe it was. Look at this gorgeousness. Okay, I know it looks almost untouched, but that's neither here nor there. Now, you know when she does her palettes, a lot of times she has the cheek palette to go with it. So with the bronze, I have the bronze cheek palette. I have the Bloom cheek palette. That goes with nothing, I don't think. And then there was the Love cheek palette, which was super cute. I didn't need that. And I don't need it. I have tons of blushes. I have tons of highlighters. Like, there's no need for me to get this palette, this cheek palette. There's no reason at all, except that I just wanted to go with this Love palette that's been sitting in my drawer. I'm gonna pull this out because I need to do something with that. I don't know. Then I'm like, I could get it on sale right now. It's in my loves, but it's really cute and it goes so well with the palette that I'm not using. I have FOMO. Okay, let's move on. All right. Okay, next on my FOMO list, Yves Saint Laurent earlier this year came out with 2 Couture Clutch palettes. I do have the holiday one, and this is what it looks like. I mean, honestly, this is the more boring one of the 3 that have been released. I do like this because it has face products in here too. But the other 2 were so pretty. I just was like, I can't buy this. I think it's called Paris and Marrakesh. I think that's what they were called. I'll put the names, but I'm sure you're seeing the pictures. One had more like golden and yellow shades, and the other one had like this blue in there, and they just look really nice. I didn't watch a whole lot of reviews on them, but I'm like, I really do like YSL Beauty, and I just thought they were really pretty. So I still see them on Selfridges and I think maybe Nordstrom. I can't remember where else they sell them, but I'm always like, ooh, I really, really, really want one of those or both. Crazy thing is, they don't sell it on the YSL Beauty website because they have sales. So I'm like, if I could catch one on a sale, they're gonna be mine, okay? Ooh, here's one that's not on my list that I keep looking for to no avail. It is the Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate palette in Red Harness. Oh my gosh. Okay, first of all, when they came back to Nordstrom's, I heard people talking about it, and I was like, $155? Like, am I getting a new life with this? Like, so there are 3 that are still available, but I don't want them. I don't want them. I only want Red Harness. It is so pretty. It's just like this little fiery quad in the middle, and I just feel like the bronzy shade and the highlight shade are perfect for me, and it's not available anywhere. I've looked everywhere. Yeah, FOMO. That's that. While we are on the subject of Tom Ford, when I did my Mercari luxury haul, I was able to get 2 of last year's holiday quad. Now, the first one I bought, which I was very happy to purchase, is Soleil et Lune. And that's this beauty here with this mint green shade. It is a very beautiful quad. I believe this is still being sold, but I was happy to have it. I had seen so many reviews on it, and I was like, you know, if I'm gonna get a Tom Ford one, I think this would be a really good one. And then I also got Soleil Neige. So that's this one here. Really, really gorgeous. Have not used this one yet, but I will be using it. Now, the third one that I did not purchase because I couldn't find it for a good price is Soleil d'Hiver. That's what my mom said. That's how she said to say it. D'Hiver. No, she said don't say the R. I call it the peach one. Hopefully you're seeing a picture. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's talk about it. It's very nude and warm, and I really, really wanted that to complete this little trio. But I'm still looking for it online. I've seen it for like $89. I just can't. And I was thinking I could get First Frost, but I don't know. I don't know if I really want First Frost. So I just can't. It's a sad day. So yeah, I do have FOMO about that. I still do look that one up from time to time, but okay, let's keep going. Gucci bronzer. Now I'm checking this off the list because I did order it finally. But the Gucci bronzer, I have not heard one bad thing about. Matter of fact, even content creators that don't even buy luxury bronzers or luxury beauty items, I have seen purchase the Gucci bronzer and they love it. I'm like, okay, what am I missing? Like everybody. I have heard people, I have seen creators with pretty much every skin tone rave about this bronzer. So I'm like, all right, the sale happened, so I should have that coming sometime this week. I'm really excited to have it. It's crossed off the list, but when I made this list, I had not ordered the Gucci bronzer, so I just wanted to mention that because that was definitely on the list. Although I don't need a bronzer. Like, I have bronzers that I really, really like. My Charlotte Tilbury, my Fenty, my Milani, like those are my 3 go-to bronzers. Like, I don't have this huge bronzer collection, but I will be adding the Gucci bronzer, and I got a lipstick to go with it. All right. Next, okay, let's talk about a couple indie brands that I have FOMO about. So there's a brand called KBellaBeauty Cosmetics. I just found out about them, but I was looking at, I don't know, one of the indie sites on Instagram. It might have been, it might even have been Trend Mood. I don't know. But they had a palette called the Companion palette come out. And it was all shimmers. I think 2 of them were duochromes. So basically it is a palette to be a companion to other palettes. You know, it's not really a standalone palette, but that palette is very nice. I love the colors in it and the swatches look nice. I watched a live with somebody recently. It might've been Bad to the Brow. It was somebody I watched a live with and I was like, damn. So I looked at the KBellaBeauty website and I think the pre-order is sold out. Or it was saying that the pre-order date is to be announced. So who knows when that will be, but I will be purchasing that when it comes back around. That is on my FOMO list. Another indie brand, Shroud Cosmetics, had a collaboration with, I can't remember what her name is because I didn't watch her, but the palette is called It's Freaking Bats. First of all, I had my alarm set to purchase this palette. It was like at noon, and at 12:04, I just forgot like all about it. And of course it was sold out. I do think that there is another pre-order for it, but I'm kind of wondering, like, am I still gonna want it? I really am interested in those colors, but since then I have also acquired a lot of single shadows and I don't want to like, I'm trying not to have too much. So, but that palette looks really nice, y'all. And I know it's called It's Freaking Bats and it seems a little Halloween themed, but if you like color, it will probably be something that you may pull out, you know, aside from Halloween. So, FOMO. All right, let's see. I think this is the last thing on the list. Last on the list is another item by Melt Cosmetics. So they released these blushes recently. There were 3 of them and they were like these duo blushes that were shimmery and they had kind of a little, I think a honeycomb on them. They were really, really cute. And yeah, maybe I should put that in my cart. I really, really wanted to try those. But I just didn't. I was like, I don't need any blush. Like, I really don't. Like, I only have 2 cheeks, but they looked beautiful. I am still thinking about one of those. Yeah, but that's it, y'all. That is my list of makeup that gives me FOMO. I don't think I'm missing anything. Let me think. I mean, because I have all the Pat McGrath palettes, so no, not that. I think that's it, y'all. I'm still actually feeling a little like, ooh, do I want to try the Charlotte Tilbury highlighter and the Natasha Denona highlighter? But y'all know I don't need any highlighters. That Pat McGrath highlighter, I feel like it's going to last me a lifetime, as well as doubling as a paperweight. So I just don't need any highlighter. Like, I have so many highlighters. I think that's it then. All right. Well, that's it for this video. What makeup gives you FOMO? What have you wanted, or what are you going back and forth about that you know what? I don't have FOMO about this, but I'm so curious about the Guerlain meteorites. I told my friend Yadi, like, just send me one of those balls like in each color, and then maybe I won't have FOMO about it anymore. I don't know. But that's it, y'all. I hope you enjoyed just seeing the makeup. And oh, last thing, and then I'm getting off. I feel like I'm gonna have FOMO about this new Natasha Denona palette if I don't get it. The Trial Chrome palette. I really feel like I don't need to get this, but I want to try it so bad, and I feel like I will have FOMO, but I cannot buy makeup based on FOMO. I'm tired of saying FOMO. All right, y'all, that's the end of this video. I hope you all enjoyed it and had a little fun with me. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day and giving it to me. You know I appreciate you all. I love engaging with you guys. So if you want to talk more, please follow me on Instagram at Beauty and the Frizz. I love going back and forth and talking about makeup and not makeup at times. So yeah, make sure that you are being gentle with yourself. Talk to yourself nice, stay safe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.